How funny that I actually feel sick speaking about this. This is why we're starting this series. Welcome to my series, Getting Back into Art. If you're like me and you can relate to this whole enjoying something and getting back into it, whether it's art, it could be anything, then follow along, because I'm not going to lie to you, I actually don't know. I don't know how this series is going to pan out. I have episode 1. We're going to discover together, so make sure you're following to be along for the ride. I have always been an incredibly creative person. I love all creative activities. I love dancing, making up dances, making videos, acting, writing, photography, any arts and crafts kit. I love at the moment. Gem painting. Basically anything creative I am here for. When you think creative, you think this, and this has been something a lot of people think of art now. Me and doing any kind of art, whether it be painting, drawing, our relationship is not 10 out of 10 at the moment. I always loved drawing as a child. I actually think I won a National Trust drawing competition. It might have been colouring. I'm going to have to check with my mum. And then when I was at school, I did GCSE art and then did A-level art. But since I left sixth form, I could probably count the things that I've created, I've drawn, using my fingers. And a lot of people have questioned, why don't you do art anymore? Because I used to do it all the time. And yeah, I could very easily blame it on time. And I've definitely said, oh, I don't have time to do that anymore. But I don't believe that excuse. And how I feel in my body, when I'm talking about this, it's more than not having. Just for a bit more of a backstory before we get started. This might be different because it's been a while since I was at school, but as far as I know, it's the same. At the end of all your coursework, you do an exam, and that exam is a timed final piece. And my final piece, because I think we did multiple ones, I can't really remember, to be honest. Final piece, the final thing I did when I was 18, when I was at sixth form, did not go to plan. Why does this make me feel so emotional? Yeah, okay, I think this series might be quite healing for me. Yeah, my final piece did not go to plan. I recently looked at some pictures of it when I was looking for something else on my hard drive, and looking at it did make me feel a bit sick. I feel that I had this vision and I knew what I wanted to create, but it just didn't work out. And that didn't mean that I failed. And it also didn't mean that I wasn't very good at art, but I do. Maybe we're gonna discover together what else is here for this. I very distinctly remember my art teacher telling me that it wasn't great, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was great. I also, looking back at it now, like this was quite a few years ago, I don't want to work out how many years ago it was, but looking at it now, it wasn't to the same standard of work that I've been creating. I'd also started using a new medium. I always loved using pens, a bit of acrylic here and there, but mainly pens were my thing. And I decided to use, I don't even know how you say it, gouache paints. You can tell I've been out of this for a while. I started to use them a few months before, really liked them, but bearing in mind I've used pen and paints, like acrylic paints, watercolours, for years and years, and then I changed medium. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, I can see now looking back at it that the idea was there. The execution was half there, but just the depth and the detail that I'd normally produced was not. It's a shame that that was my last piece that I did, because nothing was forcing me to continue art, hence the fact that it's been years and years and years, really, since I've created anything. I can really feel this in my body, in my nervous system, probably in the way that I'm speaking. I've got a bit of a block, and I'm not even fully sure what that block is. Right. Oh, let's go create then, eh? This is something that I feel like I need to remind myself of quite regularly, and let me know if you needed this. Nothing's gonna happen. Why am I so scared to draw again? I'm not performing life surgery, am I? It's all gonna be okay. feel like this is my episode of Art Attack. Anyone else used to watch Art Attack? That was great. That's an idea. Watch this space. Few things, if you're on this with me. One, we're creating something not in a sketchbook. Now, I can't say that I currently have a sketchbook that I use. I do have one with the rough few things that I've done since finishing A-level. But it's too much pressure to do it in a sketchbook, so we're just going to do it on a piece of paper. I'm using a medium that is not my favourite, but I don't not like it. And that is watercolour, hence the fact that all these watercolours are just your basic W.H. Smith. Although this one looks quite nice. It's just a white. A Winsor & Newton. Oh, I love Winsor & Newton. Do you know what makes me want to continue this? Even though I've only just started. Welcome to my life. Going to an art shop, looking at Winsor & Newton. I was going to say paints, but not even just paints. Oh, this paper. This hand as well. It's all coming back to me. And also this shop, I can't think what it's called. I can't remember. I know I have a loyalty card. Is there anything on that? We'll find out. Paper. Medium that isn't... I don't have high expectation for using this medium. This is what we're doing. We're managing their expectations. If we were using pen straight away, yeah. But also we're not using medium that I don't know a lot about. I know about watercolour. We're also... I think I want to have a purpose. We're going to see how this one goes. This might be a bit of a pressure, but because it's for a friend. Not sure. One of my friends is moving house, so I thought I could draw a moving house card. Let's get into it. One of my favourite things of art as well. Oh, see, this is what I wanted, the excitement to come back. Also, looking for reference pictures. Where do I look for my reference pictures most of the time? Pinterest. This Pinterest board is already telling you a lot about me and my life. Odd Muse ad. Yes. Stardew Valley. Yes. To anything. Search with ass. Oh, maybe we need English. Look at these. This is what I was immediately drawn to. This is what we're going for. Another childhood activity just unlocked with simply folding the paper. Anyone else, one, used to love making cards, but two, maybe a bit more niche, I would always fold up like, let's say 6 sheets of paper and make a little picture book. That is quite fun. I feel like I would like to do that. Have a little sip of tea. Got my reference. Let's go for it. We're back, everyone. It is a new day and we've started to apply the watercolours. I was feeling really good about this and then I turn the camera on and I'm like, I hate it. There is a quote, don't know where it's from. It might be from The Artist's Way / it might just be something I've heard. That is, it is your job to create art. It's not your job to judge your own art. So we're telling ourselves that. We've just started with a base. I will already say, I know I said I'm not going to use pen because that's what I'm comfortable using and I feel like there's more pressure. I feel like I will be adding pen to this, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. It will make me happy. I will say I am really having a lot of fun. So far, so good. Some of these paints, you can tell they're old. The brown, not cute. I feel that we're finished with the watercolour. I am gonna add pen because I just love the pen. This is where we're at. Enjoyed. I've enjoyed this experience. I will say, something I feel like we can all relate to is having that voice in our head that's like, rubbish, can't do it, stop, fail. Dependent on a lot of things, that voice can be stronger or it can be quieter. I have done a lot of inner work to learn, one, what to do when the voice comes up, and two, also to bring the saturation down. The voice is nowhere near as bright as it once was compared to now. However, life is life. Things happen, we have these thoughts. It's also the learning about how to deal with them. So bear that in mind when I say what I'm going to say. When that voice comes up, literally have to say, enough, I'm not listening to this, I'm not listening to this. And yes, there's lots of other inner work you can do to bring that saturation down. If the voice is on a low saturation, sometimes you do just have to go, no, I'm not listening to that. And even as I say that, it's coming up again. I'm not listening to it, it's not finished, nor does it have to be perfect, nor will it ever be perfect. The purpose was for me to create, and so far I have created. But now, the thing about watercolour is you have to wait for it to dry. So, we're going to clean up this. Did I just spill that? This is one why you don't pick up plates. This really is a metaphor for perfectionism, I feel. I also feel that I can ish fix it. It's not horrendous, don't worry. This is what I just did, picking up that plate. It's okay, it's kind of artsy. I dab. That was silly. Oh, it's fine. This is why watercolour is a great medium. This is what it looks like since I've tidied up. That can just be covered over. Maybe I should also, tidy my table too. Oh, yep, that's why you dab. That's why you dab. Yeah, I just need to get a cloth, don't I? Don't pick up plates with liquidy paint that you haven't used in years, and that's why there's brown liquid in it. Success. I'm saying success. Okay, we're back, and it's time to finish this off. Would I be lying if I said that I have been procrastinating this?
Olivia has in fact been procrastinating.
I always do that. It is time to add pen, and yes, I have been procrastinating, but is this going to be the most enjoyable bit for me? Probably. Do I feel more pressure when I start adding pen? Yes, because we can't just dab away the pen. I still can't believe I did that. That was sick. Oh. I need to check the pen. Yeah, the reason you can't see anything is that pen probably should have gone in the bin a long time ago. Okay, we are complete. I am gonna add, I think I'm gonna maybe write like a congratulations, but we'll do that after the video. I don't know how I feel about it. My expectation is too high. I'm acting like I have done art every single day, and I haven't. I've literally haven't done it in years. So for that, we're going with yes. I am obviously glad I added the pen. I don't know. This is a bit anticlimactic, isn't it, for the end? It's okay, this is only the beginning of the series. I was not expecting to be like, yes, this is it. I wasn't expecting to be an award-winning artist is what I was trying to say there. I wasn't, but then I treat myself like I am. That makes sense. Things we have learned so far. 1, definitely feel I would like to start a longer project. It was good to have a purpose, but because it was just one singular thing, I always want to do more than one thing. Because it was just one thing, it's like I've stopped again. I'm like, well, what do I create now? Something I have always found about doing art ever since I left the schooling system of doing art and kind of being told what to do, let's say guided what to do, is you sit down to do art and you're like, what can I create? I don't know. And then that is a block in order for you to move forward. Side note, look how beautiful this notebook is. It's so beautiful. I really struggled to read the name of that artist. It's a Waterstones notebook. I bought it this year at some point. Artwork by Emily Doliner. It's lovely, isn't it? I love a good notebook. Anyway, that wasn't the point. Let's get back to the point. The point is, whilst we're just, finishing the piece, what I'm doing, I'm feeling a bit more inspired, I'm feeling a bit more in this era. Let's brainstorm some other things I'd like to create, / just simply draw. Let's go for it. Whilst we're in the zone, I feel like it's key to be in the zone, because if I did this at the beginning, I would be like, what? Whereas the ideas are flowing. I'm not gonna lie, that took, 2.5 minutes, let's say. I have loads of ideas, quite a few of them I feel really excited about. I did write finally learn to draw people followed by a I can't say people are my thing to draw. I would like to be able to draw people because I feel like it would be nice in terms of like storytelling, illustration, that kind of thing. I feel like I don't have a style with people because the style that I would usually draw, things like animals, which is something I'm more comfortable with, it doesn't translate to people as well. But yeah, I feel like I need to make a collection, maybe an experimentation with different mediums. I do think it was good for me to use the watercolour and therefore not have the pressure, but also the enjoyment of the pen. Love the mixed medium, tick. I guess something that I didn't do was kind of, did I set a clear intention of what I want to get out of this? If I'm questioning it, I feel like it wasn't clear. Because I'm saying get back into art, but what does that mean? What does that mean? If you want to know what that means, then make sure you're subscribed and we'll figure that out in the next episode. This is episode 1 of my series of getting back into art. If you too want to get back into art or a creative activity of some point, then make sure you're subscribed, ready for episode 2. Because as you saw by this video, not only are we creating art, we are exploring some mindset shifts as well, which I feel like, let me know if you can relate to any of these moments I've had in this video. Because I feel like they're collective creative things. For example, wanting to create but also wanting it to be perfect. But anyway, I think that's enough for today. Make sure you've also liked and share this video with someone who you think might get something from it too. And I will see you next time. Bum bum. Should I say bye? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point.